Hey, folks, you know, we hear about all this. The states are strapped for money and they ain't got this and can't give you that and whoop-de-woo and holla this and why can't y'all do this, that, and other? Well, what if I told y'all, and I touched on this one, that the state of New York agreed to give stimulus payments of $15,000 to each illegal immigrant that had job issues during the pandemic. I kid you not. Let's go. Okay, folks, we're going to get into this story from the U.S. Sun, and it's dated from last year. Like I say, I touched on it, but I don't know why I didn't go more in depth, but we gonna do it. Mr. Space Ghost, I got it from here on, brother. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. You can go ahead and blaze. I'll holler at you later. Let's go ahead and get the story up. And so we can go ahead and get this show on the road. You see, it's the U.S. Sun. Look at the date. 28th. The 8th of April, 2021. Now, and the only reason I knew about this, I think it was the Bunker TV. It was somebody that was in New York that made mention of it, and I was on their channel, and I'm getting foggy. I think I commented on it there, and I just forgot to do in-depth. But anyway, better late than never. Here we are. Y'all want some more mud to throw? Let me give you some mud. Hey, I bring the dirt, you bring the water. And I'll let you mix it and sling it yourself. But it is what it is. Illegal immigrants to get a one-time $15,600 stimulus payment if they lost their job during the COVID pandemic. You know they fleeced it. Come on, y'all. Well, it ain't going to everybody. You know they fleeced it. New York State, and like I said, this was approved. This wasn't no shuck and jive thing. Well, it's New York, so it is shuck and jive, but you know what I mean. $2.2 billion program for excluded workers will provide payments for hundreds of thousands of people who are not eligible for other government aid, but has been criticized by Republican lawmakers. And I don't know why people say they ain't eligible for other government aid when everybody knows that illegals get food stamps or EBT, or well, I don't know what it's called in the state of New York, but they get it everywhere. Hell, they get it here in Texas. They get Texas Lone Star here in Texas. Y'all, somebody here tell me that y'all don't know of illegals getting Section 8 housing where you at. Tell me you don't know nothing about illegals getting subsidized housing where you at. Illegals getting school vouchers for their kids to go to school where you at. Illegals walk in with a bazillion and one kid, she pregnant and dragging 4 kids. And her dude next to her with ran over work boots. Buying groceries with that card where you live at. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Si hizo historia, 21 millones, si se pudo. They got their signs made. El Fonde de Terabontes. Okay. Y'all excluding us. Fendedias. Y'all excluding us. Why ain't y'all cutting us in? Look at them. Wheelchairs. You know, and after this is gone, you know they're going to get up and walk off, right? Y'all know y'all got played, right? Y'all got played like suede. It was approved on Tuesday as part of the state's $212 billion budget deal after being among the most contentious issues that dragged debate past the April 1st deadline. Republicans branded it as out of touch when many other New Yorkers are struggling. Well, how about take care of your natives first? If you're going to take care of anybody, take care of your own first. Let's go with that. Democrats in swing districts in upstate New York, that means Albany, y'all, and Long Island also fear that it could be used against them in future elections. So basically, we got to do it, because if not, we done already told all these illegals that we gonna let them vote with their state ID, so we better give them something. We ain't got to worry about the because is gonna vote Democrat 90% plus anyway, so we ain't got to give nothing but the middle finger. And they still gonna walk up. Anything left for me, boss? Anything left for me? Any mail for me? Got that Miss Seeley look on her face. Any mail for me? Maybe yes, maybe no. Who's to say? Pull a mister on them and shit, right? And stuff. I said, dang it, I wasn't supposed to curse. My bad, scratch. The question is not, do you help these workers? Is how do you do it, and how do you structure it in a way where it's defensible in these districts? Bruce Gyori, I know I'm butchered the hell out of that, Democratic political consultant. How about this? How are you paying illegals? How are you paying illegals a check, people that's not supposed to be here, that don't have a social security number for you to draw taxes on? For them to file at the end of the day, at the end of the year, because they don't have a social security number, because they're illegal, remember? So on top of them working, getting a check that they ain't supposed to get, doing job that they ain't supposed to be doing, you're going to give them $15,600 each. He added that suburban voters will see the move as expensive and unfair for citizens. Yet it was passed after activists went on a hunger strike to call for the money. Let them starve. Well, it's too late, but I wouldn't let them starve. Then when they passed out from just famished, then you can just roll their ass up and throw them in the meat grinder with the rest of the hot dogs. Even as the fund was passing, a rift emerged among New York Democrats. Freshman Assemblywoman Amanda Septimo, hell, they in y'all ranks, and fellow Democrat Assemblyman Thomas Abenati, what is that, Italian? I don't know, engaged in a Twitter spat as the issue came to a head. Yes, I gave you the finger after you called me a smartass, which many people can confirm. Okay, if you're a smartass, you're a smartass. You do not disrespect me and go unanswered. I can see that neck rolling and crap. I didn't misrepresent anything about you, but you chose to call me out of my name. Well, if you're a smartass, you're a smartass. Si hizo historia, 21 millones. Yeah, right. Y'all got played like suede, but y'all knew it. 23-day hunger strike. Ain't nobody miss a meal. What is wrong with his pants? What is this? Y'all be looking like straight clowns. But anyway. Stay away from the circus. That's how you avoid the clowns. She gave me the finger while I was speaking in a Democratic conference about people misrepresenting my position on the excluded worker bill. Abenati hits back. My response less offensive than her gesture. Smart ass versus shoot the finger. Tomato, pick your poison. Undocumented workers, that means illegal aliens, y'all, were hit hard during the coronavirus pandemic as thousands lost jobs that they're not supposed to have, with no hope of unemployment payments or stimulus checks, the same thing they would be getting in their home country. Nothing. I met neighbors who have not been able to pay rent or put food on the table. I bet you there's a whole bunch of American citizens that can say the same damn thing, or been able to provide their children with a laptop when a public school has not been able to provide one. Yeah. Ooh, so much for going to the library when I was a kid. The library was actually in school. You had libraries away from school, but each school had a library inside of it. And I went to Detroit Public School, not some high-end, highfalutin school. We had a library. State Senator Jessica Ramos, a Democrat from Queens, told the Times the left-leaning Fiscal Policy Institute estimated that the Excluded Workers Fund could benefit 290,000 people statewide. $15,600 that they would receive would be equivalent to $300 a week for the last year. Okay, but see, here's the thing. It's taxpayers' money. That's where it's coming from. It's coming from the people. It ain't coming from them effing politicians. It ain't coming from Jessica Ramos. It ain't coming from Abenati. It ain't coming from them freaking talking sock puppets, Amanda Septimo. It ain't coming from them. It's coming from them from the pipe hitters, from the boiler room guys, the transit guys that's running the trains. You know, it's coming from a Quasi 100. It's coming out of his pocket, working for the transit authority there in New York. That's who it's coming from. It's coming from the folks that drive the buses, that maintain the power grid there in the state of New York, the plumbers, the sewer workers in New York. That's who that money coming from. And it's going to these schmucks that don't deserve it, shouldn't even be there. In order to receive the money, the illegals must verify that they were state residents. You're illegal and you got to verify you're a state. They call it undocumented. What do they say? You're an undocumented worker. No, it's called illegal alien. Yeah, there it is. Undocumented workers. Okay, that's like saying, you know, I'm not a garbage man. I'm a residential refuse collector. What? Dude, you're a garbage man, okay? In order to receive the moolah, the shklamon, them geeters, the gelt, the rand, the pounds, gelders. In order to receive the money, the migrants must verify that they were a state resident last year who was ineligible for federal unemployment benefits and lost income as a result of the pandemic. A low sum of $3,200 will also be available for those who can prove at least their residency and identity. So you're going to get so at a minimum, you're going to get $3,200 and you ain't even supposed to be here. And they wonder why the country is in the shitter. And we're on the turd swirl. Y'all know what a turd swirl is. When you flush it and you got that big and it just rolls around the bowl until it go down. You might have to flush it twice. The fund in New York dwarfs a similar relief program already established in California, and officials there set up a $75 million cash assistance program last year. In California residents, y'all stuck out. Officials, it awarded undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, a $500 one-time payment on a first-come, first-served basis. Ted Cruz called the COVID relief bill amendment to stop illegal immigrants from let's see if we can get Senor Cruz to talk.
Mr. President, moments ago, the Democrats in this chamber just voted to send $1,400 stimulus checks to murderers, to rapists and child molesters incarcerated in prison. This amendment, just like the one we just voted on that Senator Cassidy and I introduced, this amendment before us today provides that the stimulus check should not go to illegal aliens in this country. The question for the American people to answer is, should your money, should taxpayer money, be sent $1,400 to every illegal alien in America? This amendment provides that it should not, that stimulus checks should only go to American citizens or to people lawfully present. Now, the Democrats may say their language allows for that, but they know that the IRS treats someone who was illegally present in the United States for 31 days last year as a resident alien. And so this corrects that and ensures that illegal aliens are not eligible for taxpayer-funded stimulus checks.
And that's the end of the story, folks. This is where we're at. Y'all be good and be safe. Tell me what you think. Bye.